Universal Studios in Japan knows what they're doing. So there's going to be a series of XR rides. And I guess XR is a combination of motion rides, similar to what the classic Back to the Future ride was like, or I guess what has taken its place in Universal Studios is the Simpsons ride, which is still pretty fun, but nowhere near as cool as Back to the Future. Sorry, Simpsons fans, it's just not. A combination of those types of motion rides with virtual reality. And some of the franchises that they would like to represent in these rides include Monster Hunter, Sailor Moon, Conan for some reason, because he fits right in, right?
I hope they're talking about the late night talk show host.
Oh, maybe he's big over there. I don't know.
It's like you're right in the audience.
And Final Fantasy. Have you been to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter?
I've not. I haven't been to Universal Studios since I was 6.
Oh my goodness. We went for our honeymoon, and the Harry Potter ride is probably... Okay, set the table here. I'm not a Harry Potter fan. Like, I've seen the movies. I have not read the books. It's okay, but I'm not like... I've never spent any money on anything regarding Harry Potter. So I think that puts me firmly in not fan material. I think I even borrowed the movies from people to watch them. I'm that cheap. And we went to... So, of course, when we went to... it's actually the Islands of Adventure Park where they have the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. We, of course, went to the main ride attraction there, which is... I forget what it's called, but it's kind of like an indoor hanging... Kind of like those roller coasters where you put the thing down over your chest and your feet just kind of dangle to be chopped off by something. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like that inside, but it kind of moves you around and like puts you on your back sometimes. Sometimes it puts you like hanging down. It's not really a roller coaster. It's more like a twisty kind of ride, but they keep moving you through this. It's also on a track, and they keep moving you from like screen to screen. I don't think it's in 3D, but even if it's not in 3D, it still is really fun. It was probably one of the best rides that they have currently at Universal. And this is coming from someone who's not a fan of Harry Potter. So if they could do something like that for Final Fantasy, Universal, take my money and just bring it over here. Along with Sailor Moon too, because why not?
Wait, out of the list of those, Sailor Moon?
Oh, well, I mean, I don't see... This article is kind of confusing on Destructoid because I don't know if it's actually saying that they're going to do the same thing with Resident Evil, Attack on Titan, and Evangelion. I think they just said that they have attractions for those. But yeah, I think a Resident Evil ride would be fun. Attack on Titan would be fun. All of those would be fun.
I feel like doing Resident Evil, Attack on Titan, and Evangelion themed rides would be easy, although kind of expensive. For like Resident Evil, just make it like a haunted house, but like use paintballs. Just have people like dressed like, weird zombie people or, murderous hillbillies, and just, give them a pistol, a paintball pistol, or I guess if that doesn't exist, which it probably doesn't, give them like an airsoft pistol.
Oh gosh.
And just like run around and it's like you shoot people and you try to make it to like the end of the house, or you like make it to the top and then you make it to the bottom and then you come back out and you're like, I did it. Or Attack on Titan, I told you before we started filming this, I should have told you during that, but whatever. I think it's still a cool idea. Making like a
zip line.
Zip line. I did talk about it before this. Yeah, making a zipline ride. Or maybe kind of just like a ride like they did for, I think they had a King Kong ride. Where it was like a reef trolley thing where it just like drove you around. Like maybe doing something like that in the form of, or no, I think zipline ride would be cooler. Just like have you go in like a straight line and have you like going through like trees or something like that big forest, like 3-episode or 2-episode arc where they're running away from Annie. And then, like, you pop out of the trees and, like, you look to your left and there's just, like, a titan hand just, like, coming at you. And there's just big titans just around you. You're just, like, going through and they're all just... I don't know.
Sure.
I think that would be cool. Evangelion, kind of making that, like, an arcade-style game. Where, like, you and someone else get inside, like, this VR pod.
And you're controlling one of the...
You're controlling a Jaeger. And then there's, like, another... like people that are controlling like a
angel.
Kaiju. Oh,
you did say Evangelion, right?
I did say Evangelion. I'm talking about Pacific Rim.
Avas and angels,
not Jaegers and Kaiju. My bad.
You gotta keep your
stay within
linguistics correct.
Exactly. Well, I mean they're kind of the same. I think Evangelion did they probably have a bigger following than Pacific Rim, but
probably
it's basically the same thing. But yeah, like something like that would be cool. But
yeah,
again, these things would cost a lot of money probably to. You could do it if you want.
Yeah, I mean, if you can do a ride like Jurassic Park, then you can definitely do an Attack on Titan.
Oh yeah,
but updated and better. So yeah, Universal. I think if you brought at least one of these over, you'd find that you would attract a lot more people. I mean, and here's the other thing. Like, Universal is also doing the whole thing with Nintendo and doing the Nintendo Land. So, hopefully, if they're saying, hey, Japan's got some good stuff, let's bring over more Japan stuff. I mean, Square Enix and Nintendo are friendly again, so I don't see why you couldn't have... I mean, Cloud was in Smash Brothers, for crying out loud. You've got to... Maybe you can have a Square Enix portion of Nintendo Land, or just give Square their own section of the park. But no, I would never expect that in my lifetime. Japan does get all the best stuff. Man...